Okay, I think it's on this floor that he's gonna potentially say the stupid shit.
Oh, Spider-Man says something stupid.
Oh no, something just like really. Let's hope it happens. I hope to God it happens. I don't want to have to edit its stolen footage in later.
Ooh, wow.
Ouch.
See, Spider-Man, quote-unquote, doesn't kill people in this game.
Patrick Gill from Polygon posted a video of him playing this, where he like threw a guy into this game's equivalent of a red barrel, and like there was a massive explosion and firebomb mid throw, and then the body like ragdolled off of the roof of the building.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this one definitely died.
You know, I mean, there are a lot of times where we should have Gwen Stacy moments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although one thing I do, it actually, watching this game, I kind of had a eureka moment about Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know of a fan theory that Spider-Man, the reason he doesn't, whenever people are falling, just thwip them or what
Sure.
have you, is because of Gwen Stacy.
There's a chance that he might like break somebody's neck and kill them or whatever.
Yeah, so that's why he's always diving at these people, as opposed to just like thwipping them.
That
He has to like
makes sense.
dive them and catch them and do a whole thing.
That's a very could be a very subtle PTSD driven character thing.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, more or less. Okay, so think like Spider-Man.
There was a van.
Yeah, I couldn't get to it though. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oof. They're in a rough spot.
Oh, and they do this reference clearly
course.
pretty much immediately.
There it is. Just imagine the oh shit, what's that James Gunn's new movie that's coming out?
Suicide Squad?
No, well, yeah, but it's something Starburn,
Brightburn.
Brightburn.
Was that
thank you.
James Gunn?
Yeah, James Gunn is the writer
Oh.
and director.
Did not know that.
Yeah, but I was gonna.
Suddenly, I might actually watch that.
Yeah, right. Could you imagine that story being about if Superman came to Earth and was like a spooky, creepy alien, but a Spider-Man story, and he walks up to those two people who are pinned under all that concrete, rebar sticking out, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll help you," and then he just dual curb stomps them. And gets...
I mean, that'd be Brightburn for you.
Put them out of their misery.
Oh. Oh, right. This scene.
Yeah, okay. This is looking like something. Yep. Okay.
It's coming up.
Is he going to say the dumb thing? He didn't say it yet. The incoming was a very appropriate thing to say.
Okay.
I do like that they're using essentially Stinger rocket launchers, which are anti-aircraft and anti armed convoy rocket launchers.
So if you just knock people off the edge, they just get webbed up. It's rather nice.
Oh, nice. Is it National Rocket Day or something? What a stupid thing.
Oh, I think that's a very Spider-Man line.
That's not a holiday, Spider-Man. When did you celebrate that?
Yo, take it up with the henchman meeting, okay?
I guess I should. I also like that they kept the purple tie motif with Wilson Fisk in this game, and all of his goons are wearing purple shirts.
Oh, I hadn't noticed the goons.
Yeah.
Also, saying Spider-Man parkours is kind of not exactly accurate. It's not inaccurate, I suppose.
I think it's a little bit I don't know, dismissive of all of
the other factors that go into his climbing.
Yeah, into any of his real movements. Yeah. Running at a 90-degree angle straight up an elevator shaft. It's a little bit better than parkour, I'd say.
A little bit. It's the thing is, I just don't see why Spider-Man would even need parkour.
It's true. He does do a lot of kicking and jumping and flipping, though, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I guess there's that.
I actually really like this scene coming up here.
The bad guys, right?
What? No.
The total... Yeah. Yeah. Fake news.
Listen, you didn't need your spider sense for that one.
Yeah. As throw a gun at a dude. Do whatever you got to. Okay, so you do have to do the reversal to get behind the shield enemies.
Yeah, you get a bunch of enemy types, each of which. Oh, or you can just fucking
finishing move.
Yeah. Also,
Damn.
sorry about the cuss.
That's okay. Sometimes we say cuss words. It happens.
We're adults who do adult things, you know.
It's true. And you know what? Sometimes adults say the fuck word. It happens.
It's funny because you're gonna curse it out both times, I assume. Bleep it.
Oh, we'll see.
Oh. Fair enough. We'll give you a hint. We didn't say duck.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't say Fortnite, which I would
Never.
also bleep out.
Never.
Good news is they were Willie's last line of defense. I'm right outside his office.
Ugh, it's such classic Spider-Man that he would call Wilson Fisk Willie.
Yeah, right.
I want him to bust in and say, "Is it time for Big Willie style?"
He must have said somewhere in the history of
There's
Spider-Man.
gotta be.
If not him, Deadpool.
Oh, for sure. I wish they'd given him the white
that
coat.
Kingpin is actually... that would have been nice.
Yeah.
I like that Kingpin is actually just, like, doing paperwork. Like, he didn't expect Spider-Man to make it this far.
Yeah.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long.
See, the chopper's not even ready.
Chopper isn't even ready. He was still just finishing with some tax deductibles.
See, he's surprised. It's like he hasn't seen Spider-Man.
Ends now.
I'm trying to place it. He kind of sounds a little bit like Kevin Michael Richardson, but not quite there. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look
go
up
for it.
Kingpin right now.
I keep getting into like situations like this fight. Was real easy when I did on New Games Plus, and I'm like, oh right, I don't have like the resources I'm used to having.
Like the super suit powers and all that jazz.
Yeah, I don't have to wait for no opening. Just web it up, Spider-Man. It's like what you do.
Wait, you're telling me that Spider-Man is going to web him up?
Yeah, what?
That seems like a bit of a stereotype. Oh man, there are a lot of recent Spider-Man projects that come up in IMDb when you look it up.
Well, Spider-Man's very popular.
Yeah, and I mean, there's already a whole bunch of stuff for Far From Home, so what are you gonna do?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
One thing I find interesting is that Wilson Fisk proves himself to be more deadly than actual turrets.
Yeah, no kidding, like a real gun.
Yeah, like an automated gun designed to kill you. He's just, in theory, he's just some dude.
Oh, dip. Alright, Matt, this is actually probably gonna interest you a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Wilson Fisk is voiced by a gentleman by the name of Travis Willingham.
Oh, Travis is Wilson?
Travis is Wilson.
Oh,
yeah,
I
from
did not
Critical
know.
Role, yeah.
Yeah.
And also Knuckles the Enchilada in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Travis.
Travis, that's so like you.
Travis, I was gonna say you're better than that.
He's also voiced.
you mean Travis plays Kingpin and Knuckles?
And Knuckles. He's Thor in every single Lego
Yes.
Marvel project.
Absolutely.
And he's also Nipples the Enchilada in Sonic Forces.
Oh, okay. Good for him. Getting lots of busy work.
Oh, and here's just one more weird. He was in Knack too. Anyways, in a Spider-Man cartoon that was on in 2017, he was both Sandman. Oh, sorry, he was Flint Marko. He was Sandman.
Oh, yeah.
So he's voiced some of the more interesting villains in Spider-Man.
Oh man, I was trying to think of Spider-Man villains. Oh wow, I did not expect Kingpin to be very fast. I forgot.
He does move like the proverbial brick truck.
Yeah, I was trying to think the other day about what other Spider-Man villains could appear in another Spider-Man game.
Oh yeah.
And I love Sandman. I forgot that I'm surprised I forgot him.
You know what? As much as I love Sandman, I still think to date, casting Thomas Hayden Church as Marco in Spider-Man 3 is like J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah
I
Jameson.
couldn't
good
agree more.
Casting. Like, I wish that they had actually given that character a little bit more justice because I still remember Thomas Hayden Church in that role. Like, he's incredible.
Pretty much the perfect cast for that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know if I would see him as my MCU Sandman, and not just because he's already played Sandman. There's just something about the way he does the character that's not like MCU. It is very good.
It's very perfect, tonally speaking, for a Raimi movie, for a Sam
yeah.
Raimi. But it's almost a little bit too grim while also being too directly out of the comic books for the MCU, I think.
Yeah.
Like, he is a literal transposition of Flint Marko into a film.
Yeah.
And that's not exactly what the MCU specializes in.
Oh shit. Oh.
Good.
Sorry, I
Jukes.
do not have very much health right now.
Yeah, I noticed. That is not ideal, I don't think.
No, this should be getting close to the end here, though, for old Willie. Oh!
Oh, Big Willie style.
Yeah.
He's got Big Willie energy.
Oh, man. The loading screens are actually low-key one of my favorite parts of this game.
Because he's always in the costume that you're wearing when you're playing
exactly.
him, right? Yeah. That's really cool. That was one of the things when I got...
I'm getting trashed this time around. Sorry, continue.
Sorry, when I got shot with a gun when I saw Lucas playing the game, the loading screen was like a really cool, like, classic spider pose, like his legs all bent up and, you know, doing a spider pounce or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Lucas was wearing like the punk rock spider outfit, and it was just like a very good look.
Come on. I mean, I say come on like that wasn't my fault. That was pretty clearly my fault.
I mean, you weren't the one who threw the rock at Spider-Man.
That's true.
I am nothing if not correct.
Okay, Willie.
Engage. Ugh, that's a. Oh wow, that was a grim thug thing to say.
Yeah.
But one of the video game cutscenes that I have burnt into my soul at this point is the second to last cutscene in Gears of War 1.
Oh yeah.
Because Lucas and I, that was the video game shooter style game that I played that kind of led to me getting good at video games as a whole.
Oh, nice.
Because me and Lucas were like in love with the game, so we decided we were going to play it on the hardest difficulty, which at that point I think it's called like insane mode or something like that. And when we were young babs in the year 2007 on the Gregorian calendar, something that was insane mode, we were like, "There's no way!"
Yeah.
And the boss fight is hard as shit because it's just like unkillable super god with a shield made out of bats that can eat the flesh off your bones.
So you say made out of bats?
Yes, bats. Like bats. Like bats.
Oh, wow.
Well, in the game they're called krill, and they're like super bats, essentially.
Okay, that's not what a krill is, just so you know.
I know. And it's spelled like KRYLL or something. It's stupid. Gears of War is edgy to a fault.
Yeah,
But,
I remember.
The cutscene goes, it's Marcus and Dom,
There
and
we
they're
go.
on... break his back.
Come on, bane me.
Do you have to wait for the thing to, like, close to hit the button?
Or you just hit it a bunch, but yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's...
Holy shit,
Yeah,
Willie.
Kingpin does not mess around, man. Yeah,
Kick his ass.
that's the one part of the QuickTime events that doesn't really work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is like this stuff works great, where you just have to mash
the
it.
thing, yeah.
But when you want to time it, they don't punish you for pressing it early, so just
So just spam it.
yeah.
Man, he is not even bleeding. Like, he's got he's got a little bit of a cheek smear.
Yeah. He killed me twice.
Oh, boy, he did kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dom and Marcus are on the train, and they have the thing that they need to plug into the train to make it not kill the good guy. But, Anya says...
I messed up his suit a little bit.
You did. Anya goes, "You need to drop that data now, Marcus." And Marcus goes, "You still got it." And Dom goes, "Hell yeah, I do. Right here." And then it cuts to a wide-angle shot, and a helicopter zooms in. It's a Black Raven or something like that. And a chain gun starts firing up, and they start shooting at General Rom, the Super Beast.
Oh, yeah.
And Hoffman goes,
Also,
"Engage!"
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that threat by Kingpin.
1 month.
1 month, we'll miss him.
Yep.
Comes to fruition.
I miss him already.
Well, now I know he's Travis. I mean, the
Yeah.
whole game should be about him.
It's true. I want my Travis Willingham Wilson Fisk political thriller a la Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, I forgot I have a freaking skill tree. Okay, what do I want?
That is a couple of skill trees.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Those are more like skill waterfalls.
Oh, yes. That is the one I need. Thank you so much.
Oh, perfect dodge.
Yes.
Do like.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Do like.
Thank you so much. I meant Spider-Man, not you.
You're
that
welcome.
was that was an interesting point in our relationship.
All right, so you put Wilson Fisk behind bars. I'm presuming that is essentially prologue complete. Is that more or less?
Yeah, more or less.
So, boss. I know one thing. I know who boss is in this.
You do know. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's Otto, right?
It is Otto.
Good.
They make Otto just like super sympathetic in my opinion. Although he by the end of it it's a little questionable, but they even kind of justify that.
Nice. That was one thing Lucas was. Lucas is not the most give a care about necessary narrative structure sort. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't really like, if the game is fun to play, it doesn't really matter what the story is.
Yeah, see,
But-
I'm exactly the opposite. But,
Exactly.
I mean, no surprise there.
But Lucas fell in love with this game, of course. And one of the things that he said after he also 100%ed it was, I really think that Dr. Octopus has a really interesting character arc. And I think that was the first time I'd ever heard him say the phrase character arc before. I was like, man, that must have been really good.
Yeah. I mean, and they do. It just, man, Otto steals the show. He might be more, in my opinion, Spider-Man's greatest villain than Green Goblin.
Green Goblin, damn.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
I mean, the only other contender, I guess, is Venom, but
Hmm.
even then, I don't even see Venom as he relates to Spider-Man really about his villainy. You know?
No, exactly. Like, they have a weird relationship, but
Yeah.
it's I mean,
They've fought, sure, but
when you get to like current canon comic book Venom, it's like it's Flash Thompson as a inspired by Spider-Man to join the war secret agent.
yeah,
Like, that's a healthy relationship.
no, for sure. They also, I won't spoil it because it's kind of a neat reveal, but they do something interesting and, as far as I know, different with Oscorp actually.
Oh, interesting. I know
It's kind of minor, but I think it's pretty major considering other stuff going on.
other
but,
contexts. I like also very keen use of imagery with the large tubes going in, like the pneumatic tubes or whatever,
Oh, but they're just
looking
for energy.
exactly like the tentacles.
What, you think so?
What do you think? I don't know about
interesting.
that.
Sorry, what tentacles? I don't know.
I've never even heard of them before.
This is Otto Octavius, the very this very well named but well, what would that be? Anthropod?
Cephalopod.
Cephalopod. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Octopus is a cephalopod. Scott knows this because he's got a 19-hour Kraken tattoo on his fucking arm.
Well, that makes sense.
Maybe you should take the rest of the day.
Oh, with the green turtle.
I
next
wish I had
to
a boss like this. I show up like late, and then there's just like, "Hey, man, you should take the rest of the day off."
you just take care. I'll take care of the rest. You know who I think would play a good Otto Octavius in a live action context?
First of all, the one we already got was pretty much
Alfred
perfect.
Molina. Yeah. Again, perfect casting. But John Lithgow.
John Lithgow. Oh yeah,
John
yeah.
Lithgow voiced Farquaad in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah, no,
Shrek.
I remember.
Yeah. He was notably the Trinity Killer in the last good season of Dexter.
Yes. I can see him as a very good Dr. Octopus. I don't know how I would feel about him as as Otto Octavius.
Okay. All right.
I mean, he could do good, but I think he'd make a killer Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Also, this is the one thing. This is fine. It's like every video game has to have these, but just like it's a mini game, you know.
Yeah. Needlessly.
Oh, man, how do I do this thing that only has one possible solution right now?
Oh God! Hacking minigames. Am I watching BioShock?
No, you're watching how actual hacking happens.
It's true.
This
This is how hackers train.
I'm actually. This isn't a screen capture of Spider-Man. This is a screen capture of me on your computer.
Oh, he's stealing my files. And I guess the locked tiles are the ones that you are not allowed to interact with.
Yes.
So you need to optimize your output with the tile sets that you have.
It does get a little bit more complicated later. They add some other mechanics, but more or less, yeah.
All right.
Basically, you add certain voltages. So, actually, it's going to show me right now.
Okay.
So you can, like, I'm trying to get to target voltage of 3. So
Okay, so that's
these are all worth different things.
+2, +2, -1. Okay, so
Yeah.
that nets out to 3. Okay, all right.
But I mean, even then, they're pretty straightforward. Like, I knew that I had 2 2s, and I had to go through 1 negative. So,
That's
like, it was
pretty easy fix.
yeah. But they're just showing us how it all works.
You did it!
Yeah.
Matt
Anyway,
hacked the mainframe.
as far as minigames go in this game, it's only the second worst one.
Only the second worst. I cannot wait to see the worst one. How soon? How soon?
We should get it pretty quick. It's
Good.
when it's mostly when you analyze like chemicals. That's for technology. The other one's for chemicals, more or less.
For the prosthetic.
Gotcha.
They asked me
All
if it
right.
was work if I had time. May as well dig in now.
There's some good looking cloth physics on his lab coat.
Yeah, it makes me choked that we don't have it for the Spider Noir. Because you unlocked that one. I guess
Yeah.
spoilers. But I guess it's not spoilers, but you know what I mean.
He doesn't have a trench coat, right?
Doesn't have a trench coat, nor does he have the hat.
He needs to have both of these things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, it needs to be voiced by Nicolas Cage.
Oh, are we about to do it right now? The other one looks like we're about to do it right
Unknown
now.
substance. That
Yeah.
sounds like chemistry.
So this is pretty straightforward for the. Yeah, I know how this works. So it's just this.
So you have to line up the genomes.
Yeah, and then of course they'll probably show us in just a second, but you get to where there are a couple of rows and you have to match it up with
Yeah,
the.
yeah. Wow. That is honestly, I think that these mini games would bother me less, but that's because these are by far way stupider.
No, I didn't mind them one bit my first playthrough.
Mm.
Now that I've played the game more than once, it's like okay.
Where is the skip button?
Yeah. So there are lots of like little Easter eggs you can check out here. I don't think we need to check them all out.
Yeah, if there's anything in particular that you remember being like expressly
Yeah,
interesting,
exactly.
go for it. But
I don't think we have
honestly,
access to the room I would want for that right now. Are
I
they
am,
in that?
I'm-
Yeah.
I'm here for you to take me on a ride.
Hell yeah. When this room is open, I'll show you some cool stuff.
All right.
Um,
All right, so I'm gonna make a guess as to the first supervillain that you're going to encounter next, because this is officially beyond my purview.
okay.
I'm gonna guess.
Before you guess, do you want me to tell you whether you're right or wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't want you to correct me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want a yes or a no.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna say Shocker.
Shocker, you're right.
Oh really?
Yeah, it is Shocker.
Oh fuck!
At least if I'm remembering correctly,
Ah frick!
and I believe I am.
Don't say those nasty words in my good Christian Minecraft server. God, this is some very like momentum based movement. I respect
Well,
a
let's
lot.
see if I can pull this off right now. Yeah.
Protein Electro and the rest. That was cool.
Yeah, right. Did you see my ominous 5 villains locked up there?
Yeah, totally not going to all show up all at once.
No. Nope. I don't know
And
why you would even
5
think that.
of them. Now, we know that you may have heard hearsay about the Sinister Six being alliterative, as Marvel tends to like to be.
Don't worry, that's not J. Jonah.
Okay, God, I was going to say, that does not sound like J. Jonah Jameson to me.
Wait for it.
Former publisher.
This guy literally does not have another line in the in the game.
This, like, opening
Yeah.
Oh, good. This is just InfoWars.
Yes, absolutely.
Spider-Man is putting chemicals in water.
Yeah. Oh man, he gets pretty nutty. So the thing is, do you want me to not go to my destination and listen to the Just the Facts episode, or should I just mosey on ahead?
I want you to listen to your heart, Matthew.
Okay, well, we'll listen to the first one, and then we'll...
All right, and then we can... Yeah,
Yeah.
that works for me. All right, let me see if... I'm looking up the voice actor for J. Jonah right now. Well, that was all I needed. He's voiced by the guy who voices Reinhardt in Overwatch.
Oh, great.
The guy who's literally always screaming, even when he's speaking at a totally normal volume.
Makes him the perfect J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, a lot. Oh god, and he was also Arden in Final Fantasy 15. This is all very good news.
I mean, they went all out for this game.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
Someday, Jonah.
All right, looking up Otto Octavius now. Otto Octavius is voiced by the person who voices Rigby in the regular show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Oh, right. So this is your you're about to get your like how you unlock parts of the map.
Oh, and isn't it like Assassin's Creed Towers?
It's not dissimilar, but it's not exactly the same.
All right.
Also, I really like Yuri. She's a great character.
Yeah. I get Reza Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine vibes off of her.
Oh,
Kind
yeah,
of tough
actually.
and no nonsense.
No, for sure. She actually is a little bit more nonsense than Rosa. She's got
Good.
Yuri's got her moments.
I'm a fan of that. Ah, that's what I was expecting to see. I knew Fred Tatasquara was going to be on the cast somewhere. He is the voice of the Rhino.
I see. They didn't get Paul Giamatti back?
God, I would have paid. I would have bought a PlayStation 4 just so I could play the game if I knew that Paul Giamatti was going to voice Alexei Sexevich.
Although, what if he had pantsed again?
Yeah.
You'd still
No,
be able to play?
that would be required.
Oh, I see.
That's a good little transition too, going from the cutscene straight into the gameplay. It's cool.
The
that-
cutscenes are pretty, they're pretty smooth.
It's cool that they're not pre-rendered as well. Like,
Yeah, that's a mini game, but I actually forget about that one. I barely know how that one works. I just kind of move my.
no, that's how there's almost identical mini game in The Evil Within 2 when you're unlocking side quests where
I see.
you pull out your transponder and you do that exact thing.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I do have to like really focus and do it, but for the most part, you can just be like, whoa.
Until things get close.
Yeah.